So for now, until I truly figure out what to do on this channel, I'm just gonna make like chill videos, just talking about my experiences and stuff. And this first video actually is inspired by the stream I had over on Kick from my boy Ant. He's a guy who recently found me through a For Honor video that I did, a For Honor reaction video. And I'll be showing the message on screen. I'm sure he doesn't mind. Uh, it'll be up there. But yeah, he's cool. I think he won't mind. Usually I ask permission, but it's just his screen name, Tapwater. Fun fact, his name is Tapwater Willie because of Flint, Michigan. And I was like, is it because of Flint? But we've been having a good time on stream. And yeah, that's really it. So I'm a little bit tired because I've just been grinding nonstop on my other channels. But yeah, man. He said he was going to ask, bro. Like, pretty damn wise for my age and everything, and it really makes me reflect on a lot, even like why I'm doing YouTube and the purpose of all this. And I guess this video is kind of to talk about myself a little bit, but honestly, with everything I do when it comes to content creation, I want you to take something away from it and really feel like you walked away with something that's solid. And I think I've done that a lot through my videos. So we're going to do the same thing right here. We're just going to flow. No crazy editing, no wild stuff that I do. I'm just going to talk and just chill because that's what I want this channel to be until I figure out really what to do with it. It has it has my real name in it. So I want this, not like my other channel is bad or anything, but I want this channel to really mean something if someone was to find me just through my name. That's actually to tell you why I decided to brand this channel with my name. I really want to leave the meaningful things I have to say here, and also the things that I have fun with. Like, I love anime, but I kind of went deep in the other anime videos that I did. But yeah, man, and dude, I get this a lot. I get that I'm an old soul a lot. And it's actually funny in a video that um, there was a video that I made where I said this, where I would get that I'm an old soul a lot, and it's like, it's funny. This viewer right here specifically, Ant, he's my boy. I don't know what to call him. It's still like one of my viewers, but we're all just viewing in a sense. But he's 30, so it's funny. It's just funny. I think I've literally been called an old soul from every age group now, man. Even my own age group. But yeah, this dude is so cool. I sorry to kind of get. I'm gonna get into it, but the reason it inspired this video is it really has me reflecting on a lot in my life, and a lot that I want to do and say in this video is basically just like, dude, like, if you feel like this, if you feel like you're an old soul, or you feel like you're just whatever, I want to tell this to anyone that may be watching this or picking up on the frequency. Don't change, man. Always evolve and change in a way to better yourself and learn new things, but never lose the core of who you are. You know, we talked about more things on that stream about everything, and it revolved around selling your soul and things like that. And it's just like, never lose that integrity or authenticity you have about you if you're someone who's an old soul, and really don't let this world change you, man. This world is meant to challenge you. I've heard so many. I love to just go through the list of the names because I love just dropping all the names that I've pulled inspiration and knowledge from to become my own. And it's, I say Dolores Cannon, Terrence McKenna, Aaron Dowdy, Brother Panic, Bobby Hemmett, Alan Watts, Tony Robbins. There's so many. Sadhguru, I've gathered some things from, all to craft and mend my own ideology, because I had my real reawakening around 18, but when I had like stuff happening. It was around 14, 16. Around 14 years old, I was questioning what my existence was, the purpose of it. I've always felt this like grandiose vision that like I came to leave an impact on a lot of people's lives, and a lot of people I've met and come across have told me I've done that. So and I want to say that that has really been done through being myself. And I think you'll find the same amount of, just like success and freedom in your life if you do that too. Allow yourself to flow, allow yourself to just be. There's also all the other things that are good with whether it comes like improving on things you may need to work on, conversations with people and all this. But see, that's the thing about this human experience. I truly think that we were meant to come here and stand out. So I think you get a better result in life if for what you may be looking for when you remain in that frame that is your own and allow yourself to be a part of that separation. Remember, we are all one. We're all one, but we are many. And that's the purpose of this experience. And I feel like people that goes over people's heads and they forget that. It's not so easy. That's why I always say when I go to preface something, I always go like, I don't want you to think like me, because that's not the point. It's to make you broaden your view and think about like other perspectives that exist. But it's never to get you to like walk and talk like me, because then we become a robot. We become source energy again. There's no point to be split up. Whatever you believe in, we go back to that whole collectum again before we split out and do the human experience again, if you want to reincarnate. But yeah, man, like as I'm at 23 right now, reflecting my life, it's been wild, man. I've had everyone say everything about me. It feels like I've had every perspective on me, man. I've been, the F boy because of my handsome appearance. I've been the nerd. I've been the weird dude. I've been the guy that everybody knows. I've been the dancer. I've been this. I've been the model over here. It just brings me back to that one thing that, man, at the end of the day, and this isn't bad. I don't want to set that up like I'm going into something bad. I'm just saying on a neutral base, everyone always has something to say about you. No matter what it is, no matter when you get something started, especially for getting something started now, being a content creator. But just remember who you are at the end of the day. Remember to come back to the person in here. That's truly who matters. This is the person that walks in your shoes, is with you, is going to be with you to the end of your days. The person you go up against, the person you face in the mirror, it's you. So one of the best things I think I've ever learned in life up until this point is to never let someone's view of you, especially if they barely know you, affect you. And don't even let the ones that are closest to you affect you too deeply, because that's the real challenge. I've learned that at this part. The ones that you fall in love with, that you're closest, maybe your family, maybe your closest friends, those are the real motherfuckers that hold you down to these emotional synapses firing off. Those are the real tests when you start to do things or maybe branch out from what your friends are used to or your family are used to. And then that becomes the challenge where, am I going to get excommunicated from my family, from my friends? Am I going to lose all my friends? When people go through an awakening, that's usually the first thing to go, all the friends. So it's important to remember that the only friend you truly need is up here. It's up here. But when that's mastered, you start really bringing the friends on the external of you. I truly, truly believe that. I have a brother. I have a true ride or die, a true like left hand. I call him my left hand man because he's like left-handed instead of right hand man. But this dude, and it's just like I couldn't have attracted him if I was not in the state of being my authentic self, showing all my flaws, being completely open. It's like, and I know, and like people struggle with trust and things like that. And I'm like, that's the thing. You're struggling with trust because you're trying to trust someone else. Trust yourself. And no, that's not really deep or a crazy deep quote. It's true. Because if you trust yourself at the end of the day to make decisions based on how you're feeling, you can never be hurt or you can never be upset over decisions. And I just truly believe that, man. Every decision I've made, I've trusted what I've, felt in the moment and things like that. And I just don't regret things. I don't regret things because even if they go sour, it's like I trusted myself enough to make certain decisions, so I can't be mad at myself. Hopefully that makes sense. But truly, your trust needs to be with yourself before you can trust anyone else. Because if you try to put trust in someone else, and there's somebody who's like a broken individual and doesn't really know themselves, it's going to come back to hurt you. Same with like people who say, you gotta love yourself before you love me. That's such a true statement, but people mess it up and don't get it. But no, it's true. It's like you have to be able to love yourself and gas yourself before you can love someone else. Because if you don't love yourself, then how can you love me? I'm just a reflection of you. So, I really believe that's what this whole thing is about. And that's why I talk about the people growing up and everyone has something to say about me because it's really crazy. It really is like life if you're a conscious player. And I would assume, it's like, it's really the test of the heart, man. It's really the test of the hero, the test of the champion. It really is the test of who who's gonna get to the end of life really being satisfied of what they got out of this experience. And I feel like you don't come here. I do really feel like, I'm keeping it light. I'm not going to get too deep in this video. I feel like you come here with your whole life laid out for you. Even when you feel like you're making choices, it's like, well, those are the choices that were set up for you. Like you fall into certain things. Like say you're a carpenter or a firefighter. You fall into those things because they were set up for you. They may in the moment seem like decisions you don't understand, don't know. Maybe you think it's accidental or why did I even start this? But then you end up loving it. And even when you end up loving or hating some of the things you're in, it was all meant to happen, right? It's all that's totally what I feel. And in my own life experience, that's what led me to believe that is it's the experience that occurred. It wasn't that I picked it up from anyone else. No, I've seen it for myself. I've picked up a lot of things and just don't know if I'm gonna like it. Then I end up liking it, and then it's like, oh, dude, this had to be meant to be, or meeting people for that matter. But gotta get those itches in, dude. My hair is dry because I put the heat on. I gotta get that castor oil in there. Gotta get that castor oil. Truthfully, I guess I'm gonna call this video like "What's it like as an old soul?" It's insane, dude. It's a lot, dude. Like when I think about it, it's crazy, dude. Like being my age still at 23, I don't fit in with anyone else. I've never been about the trends. I've always been the outlier, the outsider. There was actually a YouTuber I heard say that he believes that not everyone was meant to be the lone wolf. Not everybody was meant to be leaders. Not everybody was meant to be this. And I truly feel that at times. I don't think everybody's meant to do everything else. I think a lot of people are running wild trying to chase careers that aren't really for them or what they fall into. They just see everybody else doing it. And you never know till you try or what you feel. But I feel like some people do know. Like some people know something is not what they want to do, but they chase it regardless. And I think they ending up way unhappier. But back to the old soul thing, yeah, like truly to define what it feels like to be an old soul is wild. It's literally like this. If I can describe it, it's like being different from your family at all times while simultaneously being able to blend in with them, but knowing you're different. Then like just meeting new people and knowing that you have like this sort of ancient old aura about you, and like people pick it up depending on when you start to talk or even how you feel, or sometimes you make them feel comfortable. I remember at 18 I was getting people saying that there's this aura about me that's kind of like just like I don't know, and even people saying they feel like they've met me before and run into me. It's just like I just feel like there's this weird thing with being an old soul. Or again, and one of the biggest things I think, which is like to the message that Ant left in chat, was that, you know, I feel much older. I connect with much older. I have like a lot of older women as my friends. And it's just like, yeah, dude, I don't know. Like, I don't know, man. It's a weird thing. And it's going to be so much funnier when I get older because then it's like if I feel out of touch now and I'm 23, like with all this Gen Z shit, I didn't even know Gen Z meant us. I thought I was a millennial. I swear I went through like some sort of time hop. But Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm gonna end this video so it doesn't get too long so that they can be digestible. But dude, yeah, man, this Gen Z lingo and all this and just like Riz and where it came from, I was like, holy shit, is it feels like things are speeding up. Like it's crazy. And then it's like I'm still young, but I feel old. And even when I was younger, I felt old. When I was 18, I was saying I was 30. So yeah, man. Yeah, to answer his question to end the video on this, he asked like, how do I keep my mind free being 23? And yeah, he said in short answer, you're an old soul in that. I think that's part of it, but I think it's part of my purpose and what I came to do. Is like naturally I'm a rebellious soul anyways, so I'm not gonna like I think that's the salt water. Let me be careful. Um naturally naturally I'm gonna go away from trends and everything. Even when I'm creating my content, we talked about this too. Like I'm naturally just gonna move away from that. And I think that's honestly a more peaceful life. Like I do feel like out of tune with a lot, even though I'm a creator on the internet. I just do what I feel you guys would enjoy on my other channels, and I just vibe. That's the point. I just want to vibe. I want to leave an impact. There's a bigger plan to it, but I just vibe, bro. And it's not necessarily a how do I keep my mind free. It's a keep my mind free. But I see like from the question he's asking, like how do you keep your mind free? And it's like, dude, I've already been free. I've already questioned things. I've already wanted to go my own way. That could be a result of my environment, how I grew up. Do the whole psychoanalyze on that. I've always felt like I've educated myself. I've always read stuff myself. So like that's just it. That's just it. That's the entire truth. There's no real trick behind it. It's like it's really when I was born him. No, I was just born like this. It really was. Whatever my soul came here to do, it's like I'm living it out and I'm gonna live it out many times until it's done. And I feel like it has come with a lot of darkness to like get that light. Truly the alchemizing process. Truly the alchemy. But I mean, I don't know, man. I really I say I don't know, but then I'd be knowing. But I mean, it's not an easy question to just say how do you keep your mind free? What is an old soul? It's like basically you feel like you've been here, done this. In short, you've been here and you have. If you're feeling like you've been here and done this, that's because you have been here and done this. Reincarnation, brothers and sisters. But then also with the whole how do you keep your mind free? I think that just depends on the person. To me, I'm already a naturally rebellious person when it comes, at least from my past, when it comes to like just believing things one off, taking things to be true. My natural stubbornness and stuff like that has led me to, by the way, I'm an Aquarius. Yeah, I know y'all were about to come with Aries. I'm just joking, but that's my ascendant. But, um, I think it just comes with the territory. Like I naturally wanted to research and look things up myself. So it's like I'm never gonna believe right off the bat what someone is saying to me unless I 100% trust that person. And well, look at who I came in the world with. I already set up who I came into the world with. So the world outside of my suburb or my family is foreign, man. That's how I think. Like this may be crazy, but this is literally how I think. Like Elon Musk, all these dudes, no disrespect to them, but they're foreign. Even when Andrew Tate pops up and he seems like he's for the boys, I knew there was something off. I tried to say it, but then so I was hit with the you're going at the wrong person. You're criticizing the wrong person. I'm like, no, there's a way he's going about it. He feels like controlled opposition. It's something. I just question things before I believe things. But it's not like an attack on the person's character. It's honestly more on their presence and the way they manifest it to get to where they're at. But I bring up that name because it's just like they're examples. I don't even want to say their names to be real, like Elon Musk and Tate. you know, because it's just so trendy to talk about certain people, and it's like, nah. But for the purposes of this video, that's how I keep my mind free, bro. And I go and do my own research. Like, I did the video on, I instantly wanted to figure out what was going on with Rachel Zegler. So what did I do? I hopped straight into learning gematria, and I lined up her name with Snow White, and then look, there you go, Snow White. Her name matches up with Snow White in gematria, bro. You can't make this up. So it's just like, the best way I keep my mind free is I don't allow other people to influence me, and I stay my own. I think for myself. You got to be able to think for yourself. That's really much it. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you got to this end of this video, yeah, man, we're gonna be. I'll probably be posting regularly till I figure out what to do with the channel. Till then, you're just gonna keep getting videos like this. Sayonara. Hey, there's nothing more for you here. This is the end of the video. Now, you can either subscribe, or you can leave, or you can stay and subscribe. Or this will be the last time we meet, or maybe not. Maybe we're meeting again. Maybe you just decided to let the video play all the way through. Maybe I don't want to think about that. I hope you enjoyed. I'm out of here.